first time I picked Father's Day to do it because I'm a dad. And the son. Dad, what's up? Talking to my little boy today, and he's doing good. You know, Father's Day, 1 month after Mother's Day. But it's only fitting, though. The ladies put in that 9 months that we don't have to put in. We give them at least a month to like bask in their motherhood before we celebrate our contribution. That's really what it is, guys. We make a donation, then we sit back and go, I'm gonna try to live this out. So today being my first day, I wanted to start it off right. I wanted to go get a coffee. Went in with my brand newly registered Starbucks card, which apparently entitles me to free shots and free refills. That's 30 cents the man's not getting for my hazelnut syrup, right there. Can you imagine if they had free cards like that for everybody? For drunks? Free shots! Free refills! Be a lot more homeless people napping in LA all over the street. It'd be great. You come into here, comedy store, you pick your comedy store card, everybody. Waitress comes around, talks about that 2-drink minimum spiel. Anybody get that? Yeah? Mm-hmm. Show her the card, it's like, waitress, yeah, I got this, honey. So I want my free refills. And Coors Light, while you're at it, put a couple of shots of Jack Daniels in there for me. That'd be great. Thanks, sweetheart. There's a good tip in it for you, don't worry. Honestly, our waitresses here are great, and there's no comedy store card, so I ain't paying anybody's drinks, just so you know. Alright? It's not gonna happen. But in this town, you'd think, for the love of it, there's so many gifted waitresses who are also actresses who practice daily, or so they say, to focus on becoming other characters. And they have this great focus in their craft. You think they could focus for 2 seconds on my order? That's not going to happen. That's not happening. One of my worst experiences happened just down the road at a little breakfast place near Fairfax and Sunset. I don't want to name names. We'll just call it the Griddle Cafe. Great stuff there. I sit down. I'm all excited. I've heard about their menu. I'm starving. I'm like, this is going to be great. And she's coming over. She's got her menus, and all of a sudden, she seems more interested in stopping 3 feet away from me and talking to her girlfriend. Yeah, so we'll call her Top Heavy Tina. This is the part where you imagine huge fake boobs right here. Yeah, so my acting coach, he's gonna spend the entire week, every night this week, privately coaching me for my love scene at his apartment because of my amazing talents. And I'm sitting there and I won't interrupt. I don't want to be rude, but I'm like, I'm hungry. So, like my shirt, it's a hero sandwich with hero under it, with a double entendre. I'm Canadian and American. So, that was a bad one. Oh, we'll leave that joke on the scrappy. Yeah, no more of that joke. So, I'm sorry, but am I interrupting your conversation with my breakfast needs? And of course, my sarcasm's never appreciated. And she gives me the look, and the guys know the look. The guys know the look. It goes from... I'm so sorry, sir. Here's your menu. Take your time. So I figured Tina and I are cool. We're good. I'm gonna take my time, and I'm like, I want something fresh, so I figure I'm gonna have a nice, tasty, crispy, spicy tuna wrap, because nothing says fresh like a spicy, crispy tuna wrap, right? Here in California, I've been here almost 6 years, I'm loving it. Spicy, crispy tuna wrap. I'm sitting there, and she comes out, and she sets this thing down in front of me. Now it looks fresh, but it's hermetically sealed. In plastic. I'm thinking some genius decided people love these because they're delicious and freshly made. How can we make them last a week? So I pull the plastic off, and it looks fresh, so I'm like, oh, give it a shot, it's okay, maybe they made it today. And they just packaged it, and I'm the first guy, I'm lucky. I pick it up, and the top feels right, but the bottom is soggy. And I flip it over, And the tortilla's got the consistency of like a 3-minute-old puddle of Elmer's glue. I'm like, why is it like this? I'll tell you why. I brought a prop. I don't want to step on Carrot Top's toes. I don't want a redheaded lipstick-wearing pervert freak chasing me around the city. But I saw this thing that looked like a wet napkin. I'm like, oh, that's it. That makes sense. A moist napkin, towelette, if you will, underneath my sandwich. I'll keep it fresh. It's soggy. I flip it over, and ladies, anybody in the audience with children, want to tell me what that looks like? Yeah, Huggy's waistband. Because you know, who doesn't want to eat something that's crispy, fresh, smells like fish, gooey, and resting on a soggy diaper? That just says delicious in my books. I'm going to leave that here for the next guy. So anyway, after my delicious dining experience, Tina, who's been ignoring me the whole time I'm there, and the Mexican busboys apologized to me about 50 times for her being a bitch. She comes out, I'm sure, rehearsing her lines. And then we are in the back. Is the topping lights? I think it is. She comes out, and everything's changed now, kids. Everything's changed now. Now it's that big, bright, blinky smile. Thanks for your patronage, cutie. It's like I'm at Hooters all of a sudden. Cutie. A minute ago, she hated my guts, so I took her little bill there, and I wrote a big, bright, blinky smile inside of a 0 on the tip line. But I found out, here's the ticket in this town. If you want good service at a restaurant in this town, then 90% of the time you get a waitress, actress. There's 10% of the waitresses in this town are professionals. The other 90% of the time, you walk into the restaurant, you sit down at your table, the first thing out of your mouth, nice and loud so everyone can hear you, man, am I hungry! Wow! I don't have a lot of time though, I gotta get back to the lot and finish that casting session! Only when you do this, be prepared for your waitress to completely lose her shit. Because she hears that, it's like you did a mating call to heard of Jar Jar Binks. You gotta know that when you do this, the casting director line, you're gonna get a great service, a great meal, and a free headshot and resume with every one of them. Which is awesome because now, when I'm driving and my agent calls me, because I have an agent who calls me, Tina. When my agent calls me, and I pull over because it's not safe to drive and talk on your cell phone at the same time. There's no more of that little notepad on a suction cup stuck in the windshield with the little munchkin pen, and you're trying to like write shit and it's this wide. No, I reach in the back, it's like having a stack of 2-page notepads. Huge ones! Because you can write all day on those headshots. Oh yeah, the back of that resume, I got all my details down here. And they work as great formats as well. Once it rains, then it ends up like that Elmer glue skin on the back of your board. The light just went on. That's my Julio.